Ethan Cole was a legend in the underground poker world. Sharp suit, sharper tongue, and a reputation built on crushing rooms full of grown men who thought they understood the game. His laugh echoed through the luxury lounge of the Sterling Hotel as he pushed a stack of chips across the velvet table. "Beat me," he smirked, swirling whiskey in a crystal glass, "and I'll give you $1 million cash." Around him, the wealthy regulars laughed. A challenge like this was entertainment for them. Nobody ever took it seriously. Nobody ever could. In the corner, 16-year-old Mia stood silently, gripping the tray she used to serve drinks. She wasn't supposed to be here. Technically, she shouldn't even be near the poker room, but her mother, Rosa, worked late shifts cleaning these lounges, and Mia often waited quietly in the corner, reading books or solving puzzle apps on her old phone. Tonight was different. As Ethan dealt the cards theatrically, Mia's eyes flicked across the table. She wasn't watching the players, she was studying patterns. Betting rhythms, micro-expressions, probability. A guest bumped into her, spilling champagne on her shoes. Ethan glanced over, annoyed by the distraction. "You," he said, suddenly pointing at her. "You've been staring at the table all night. Think you can play?" Everyone laughed again. Mia froze. Her mother would lose her job if she got involved. But something inside her, something quiet, hidden, brilliant, rose to the surface. "What's wrong?" Ethan teased. "Not confident? It's easy. Just beat me." Mia swallowed. "If I win, you really give me $1 million?" Ethan raised a brow. The room hushed. This was amusing, too amusing. "Absolutely. And if you lose, you wash my car for a month." Her mother whispered fiercely, "Mia, no. Don't do this." But Mia touched her hand gently. "I can do it, Mama." A chair was pulled out. Mia sat, heart hammering but mind focused like a blade. Ethan leaned forward, mockingly respectful now. "All right then, Maid's daughter. Let's see what you've got." The first hand was dealt. Mia didn't blink. The table fell into an eerie silence as the first few rounds unfolded. Ethan played aggressively, expecting Mia to fold under pressure. But she didn't. She watched every movement, every twitch of his eyebrow, every unnecessary shuffle of his chips, each inconsistent breath. To the onlookers, she seemed nervous. But Ethan sensed something unsettling. She wasn't reacting like an amateur. She wasn't guessing. She was calculating. On the fourth hand, Ethan raised the pot confidently. He had a strong pair, more than enough to scare inexperienced players. Mia simply called. "You're brave," he said, narrowing his eyes. "I'm logical," she replied. The comment hit him harder than he expected. Rosa stood behind Mia, trembling, whispering prayers under her breath. She knew her daughter was smart, brilliant even, but this was Ethan Cole, the poker wolf who had bankrupted millionaires and humiliated CEOs. When the fifth hand began, Mia finally spoke more than a sentence. "You like to overbet when you have something good," she said casually. "But you're slightly too calm tonight. Means your strong hands aren't as strong as you want people to think." Ethan froze for half a second. "Are you profiling me, kid?" "I'm analyzing." A few spectators exchanged glances. Something was shifting. The cards were revealed. Mia's quiet confidence exploded into the room. She had outplayed him flawlessly. Ethan leaned back, the first sign of actual pressure creasing his forehead. Hand after hand, she dismantled him, not with luck, not with bluffs, but with pure strategy. She counted odds faster than most players could blink. She tracked his tells with machine-like precision. She played unpredictably, deliberately breaking patterns so he couldn't map her approach. Finally, the final hand came. The entire lounge closed in around the table. Ethan went all in. Mia studied him one last time. His breathing, his posture, his pupils. She saw fear, and that was the final signal she needed. "I call," she said. When Ethan revealed his hand, the audience gasped. He had a strong flush. But Mia turned her card slowly, revealing a full house. Silence. Then an explosion of shouts. Ethan stared at the cards as if they were forged. No way a kid just outplayed me. But she had. 100 eyes were glued to Ethan as he stood, jaw tense, running a hand through his hair. He tried to smile, but the shock was too real. "Well," he said hoarsely, "a bet is a bet." Mia stood slowly, her mother clutching her arm. Rosa was shaking, half from joy, half from disbelief. "Mia, you won. You actually won." The manager arrived, stunned. Ethan signaled for the payout. $1 million, real, unavoidable. But something unexpected happened. You're wasting talent here, Ethan said quietly. Not with arrogance, but respect. You don't belong in a hotel lounge. You belong in strategy leagues, tournaments. You're exceptional. Mia lowered her eyes. I just see patterns. You see more than that, he replied. You see people. He handed her the certified winnings. Take this. And if you ever want mentorship or sponsorship, call me. I'm serious. The room buzzed with disbelief. People snapped photos whispering, the maid's daughter beat Ethan Cole. It would be a story they'd tell for years. Outside the hotel, the cold night air felt unreal to Mia. Her mother hugged her tightly, tears staining her shirt. Mia, you changed our lives. Mia looked at the envelope in her hand, not just money, but opportunity. College, a future, freedom. I didn't do it for the money, she said softly. I did it because he thought I couldn't. Rosa kissed her forehead. You proved him wrong. Just then Ethan stepped outside to smoke. He saw them and nodded respectfully. Hey kid, he said. Remember something, genius doesn't ask permission to exist. And for the first time, Mia believed it. Her brilliance wasn't a secret anymore. It was her power, her future, and tonight, it had earned her $1 million